nervous.
No.
It's not my fault. It's the boys.
No problem. I'm here. Jennifer gets all worried, but it's not my fault. It's the boys in the bar. We're live. Game 4. Sun Devils 3-0 heading into this one. This is AHU White. Sun Devils are 3-0, and I'm not sure. I'll get a score standings on the white team here. They're wearing black. AHU to our right. Almost all black, a little bit of blue, dark blue, navy trim. Sun Devils in their home uniforms, white, gold trim with some maroon. I'm just going to put out a little prediction that this game should be 15 goals in our favor. A win for sure guarantees championship tomorrow, I believe. We're probably in either way. Check the standings here. Local time, almost 2 p.m. here in Gilbert, Arizona, Icebreaker Invitational. 15 minutes on the clock, and Quinn Chesley, I believe, is who's heading to the net here. I'll tell you the starting lineup. It's going to be Neubauer at center, Marvin on the left, and Slick Peck on the right. And on defense, number 22, Link Schwab with Rory Weekly. Face off at center underway here. Game 4 from Gilbert. Puck goes in behind Chesley. Weekly plays it in the corner and moves it up to Peck. Peck, chip pass up through the middle. Neubauer to Marvin. Marvin, couple good goals this weekend, and Fitzgerald with a hat trick yesterday morning. Sun Devils piling on the goals this weekend. Here's a shot just off the skate of Neubauer. He plays it in the corner now. It's Marvin, now Neubauer. Neubauer up top to Weekly. Weekly dances around one, loses it around the second player. And Schwab's going to collect it back at center. Goes to Weekly, up to Peck. He tries to chip it in on sides, but the Knights come back the other way. This is the second Knights team we've played this weekend. Played 2 Golden State Eagles as well yesterday. Glimcher Curry. Nice hit by Glimcher. It was clean. Got a Knights player down. Curry shot just wide of the net. Good feed from O'Hearn. Glimcher took out a player on the far side. Clean check. Went awkwardly into the boards. Weinkammer chips it in. Curry's going to go in first, number 5. Glimcher, another hammering hit behind the net. Comes up top. Gill keeps it in. Throws it in on net. And a loose puck picked up by the Knights defender. Sent through the middle, and they're going to take it out to the far side. Gill steps up. Now Gill down the left side. Shot in, save, and covered up. Got a pretty vocal Knights crowd to our right. We're in the north rink, much better than the south rink. Curry going to the box. I think a little poke check on the goaltender after the whistle. So Sun Devils will be on the PK. 13:09 here in the first. Jennifer is here, so we will have accurate timing. Curry to the box, 2 minutes for slashing. On the faceoff, it's Brandt. Loses it to the Knights. Shot off the pad of Chesley. Rings around. Ishu gets to chip it out. He can't. Down the corner, Rayhorn. Nice hit behind. Backhands it to the near side. Rayhorn missed a game or 2 in Disneyland, I was told. I thought he was sick. He was on the injury report, my injury report, but he was on Mickey Mouse's report for a few games on the fall break here. So he's back with us last night and today. 4-on-5. Sun Devils on the PK here. Now it's Rayhorn. He's going to send it in. Puck rolls around behind the Knights goaltender. AHU and Brandt are your forecheckers. Now Max Stroud and Rayhorn on defense. AHU flips to the middle off the skate of Brandt. He couldn't hold on to it. Now on the far side, AHU rubs out a player, and it comes back to Stroud. Stroud to Rayhorn. Brandt through the middle. Sun Devils still in the PK. 53 seconds left on the penalty to Curry. Long pass up to Paul for the Knights, taken away by Fitzgerald. Fitz with the hat trick yesterday morning. He picked up another one last night. And Knights player spins himself out of control behind the net. Knights on the power play, not showing much here. Nice hit by Schwab, great play. He hands it off to Weekly, and Fitzgerald just sends it in. Now just 12 seconds left on the penalty to Curry. Power play for the Knights. They backhand it up, out over the stick of Schwab. It's going to be an icing call. We'll have a face-off to our right. Curry will jump out of the box in 2 minutes. And we'll be back to 5-on-5. This AHU white team is 0-3 heading into this one. They're -12 on the point differential or goal differential. They only scored one goal, I believe, here, or a couple goals here, but they're -12. Full strength junior Sun Devils. Marvin and Hart on the forecheck with Brandt, and now Neubauer able to pull it off the wall up top to Weekly. Weekly through traffic, save into the corner. It's Schaefer. Schaefer 18, Marvin 88, and Neubauer 12. Marvin came out of the corner. A little backhander on net, covered up by the Knights goaltender. Another face-off inside the Knights end. No score, just underway here, 10:43 in the first. Neubauer stays at center, Marvin on the left, Schaefer on the right, Weekly and Schwab up top. Good hit in the corner by Marvin. And Knights able to take it out through center. They streak through the middle, poke check nicely by Weekly. That should be offsides, it is, and there's the whistle. Time to play What's That Goalie's Name? Black uniforms with some dark lettering. It's not easy to see from my vantage point. Let's jump online and see if we can figure out who this kid is. Face off outside Sun Devils end, won by Sun Devils. Curry backhands it to Weinkammer. Hard pass across all the way to Glimcher. He's going to streak down the left side. Curry coming down the middle. Glimcher beats one man. He's got Chase in front. Looks for Curry or Chase up front. Redirected all the way out. Grayson Weinkammer going to come back for it. Circles back, B to D to Gill. Gill up to Curry. Curry tries to beat his guy, now picked up by O'Hearn. O'Hearn the center of this group with Glimcher and Curry. Gill down the far side, trying to jam it in. He does. It goes all the way back and around near side. Curry and Glimcher hard in the forecheck. Kept in by Weinkammer. Tries to get a shot off. He can't. It's in his feet. He's going to have to retreat. Backhands it through center. Taken by Gill. Up to O'Hearn. O'Hearn. He's got Curry in the middle. If he can get it over to him, he takes it down the left side. Nice pass, Weinkammer. Shot in on net. Deflected up into the corner. O'Hearn is there. He's going to probably send it back up again. Circles back. Down to Brooks. Glimcher. Shot in, and I believe Curry's going to get the goal. A nice little feed from Glimcher to Curry out of the corner and up and under the bar. So Crew Curry picks up his, I believe, second goal of the weekend. He had one last night, and that'll be an assist from, Glimcher and O'Hearn. And Sun Devils will take the 1-0 lead. Heavy up on the shots already, 7-1. 9:24 to go in the first. Curry with the goal. 11, Brooks Glimcher on the assist, and O'Hearn on the second assist. Another shot here behind the net. Fitzgerald. Now Brandt, far side corner. Back door, he's got AHU if he can find him. Puck gets deflected over the net, and Brandt's going to circle up. Tries to get it to Ray Horn. Ray Horn was heading towards the middle of the ice. He's going to have to go back for it. 8:54 and rolling here in the first. Ray Horn behind Chesley, up to Fitzgerald. Nice pass to Ishu. Sun Devils moving well here from left to right. Ishu's got backdoor. Brandt pulls up, shot in, save. Puck's deflected behind the net. Fitzgerald was there. Ishu chips it down to Fitzgerald, give and go. He's got Brandt. He had Brandt on his backhand. He couldn't quite pull the trigger. Ishu again in the corner, leaves it for Brandt. Brandt just fell off his stick. Ishu got it on his forehand, backhand, shot, rebound. It's in the crease and in the net. And someone will get credit for that one as Ishu danced around in front, forehand, backhand, put it on net. I believe it fell in behind the goaltender, and we'll see who gets the credit for that. It could be Fitzgerald. It looks like it's going to be Trent Fitzgerald. He goes to the line first. So 2-0 is the score. That goal, Fitzgerald probably be assisted by Ishu, maybe Brandt. 8:15 to go. 9-1 out of the shots. Run away. Yep, Fitzgerald with the goal. It's Weekly regrouping in his own. It's Peck, Neubauer, and Schaefer up front. Sun Devils tonight's injury report, I believe, is just going to be Moyer with the AC joint and Gilmore with the MRI. I'm not sure of the status. Into the corner, it's Schwab. He sends it up the wall, tries to. It's off his skate, kind of chip it through. This time pushes it up. Now he gets it to Schaefer. Schaefer up to Peck. Peck down the left side. Neubauer coming through the middle. Slick Peck cuts through. Fans on the shot. Couldn't get it off. Now it's Neubauer. Neubauer spins through traffic. Shot in. Glove down by tonight's goaltender. Face-off will be inside the Knights' end. The O'Hearn, Glimcher, and Curry group is out with Weinkammer and Gill. Puck comes back to Weinkammer. Grayson sends it down low behind the net. O'Hearn on his forehand, looking out front. Plenty of space here. Sends it across. Glimcher had the one-timer, just missed it. Glimcher turns around. He's got some space. Throws out back door to Curry. Curry couldn't pull the trigger. Would have had 2 goals in 2 shifts. Now centering pass by Glimcher was intercepted, now sent back in. Magnus Gill, the lefty, will circle back behind Chesley, sends it up too far for Curry, and that'll be an icing call. Face-off will come down to our left. Face-off won by the Sun Devils. Weinkammer to Gill, up and not out. Kept in by, now it's out. It's Ishu. Ishu down the right side, number 97. Pulls it in. Backhand, throws it back door, looking for Brandt. Couldn't connect. Now it's Fitzgerald. He kicks it forward and down low, trying to get it to Brandt. He couldn't. Comes up to Gill. Shot, pad, save, rebound. Shot wide in the net by Brandt. Ishu cycles through with Fitzgerald. Shot, save. Sun Devils in total control here. Shots 12-3, 2-0 on the 2 early goals here. Backdoor pass, Ishu, shot, save, and it trickles into the net. Ishu picks up the goal. I believe it was Brandt that gave it to him. So we're at 3-0 here midway through the first. Ishu gets credit for the goal, and Fitzgerald and Grayson Weinkammer with the secondary assist officially. Puck sent back out to center. Rayhorn collects it. Goes D to D. Stroud. Neubauer with speed through the middle, dishes it to Peck. Peck back to Neubauer. He had a little touch pass. He just missed it. And now we're going to have a delayed call as Knights player got his stick wrapped up underneath the mask of Marbin. Sun Devils power play coming up. It's going to be O'Hearn, Stroud, and Neubauer up front on defense. Looks like it's Weekly on the left side. Maybe it's Gill. O'Hearn backhands it. Now it's Neubauer. Neubauer down low to Stroud. Stroud taking the forward position here on this power play. He's been converted to defense after the injury to Moyer. O'Hearn hooked and pulled down over the blue line, now sent out by the Knights. 1:30 left on the penalty to the Knights player. O'Hearn up to Neubauer. Neubauer down the right side, holds up, leaves it for Weekly. Weekly back up top. Neubauer pulls inside out, down low to Stroud. He fends off a player. Up top to Gill. Gill shot in on the ice, deflected, picked up by Neubauer. Weekly. Neubauer, centering pass. O'Hearn, tons of space and time. Shot in, covered up by the Knights goaltender. 58 seconds left on the power play. I believe the goaltender for the Knights is Taylor. Antonio Taylor in net for the Knights. Split up 3 goals so far. Now it's Fitzgerald. Weinkammer give and go. Nice touch pass off the bumper. Ishu shot in wide of the net. Fitzgerald comes back around the near side, up top to Weinkammer. Fitzgerald, Weinkammer shot and gloved down by Taylor. With 30 seconds left on the power play, that group will stay out. 3-0 is the score. This is the 4th game of the tournament. Sun Devils looking to roll into the championship game tomorrow. Brandt at center, Curry left, and 34, Fitzgerald on the right. Weinkammer, Fitzgerald down to Curry. Curry's got some space in the corner. Back up to Weinkammer. Weinkammer, Ishu, and Ishu sends it out behind, too far for Weinkammer, and Fitzgerald will send it back. Ishu through center, Brandt. Brandt with some speed over the line, posts up, creates some space. Fitzgerald back down to Brandt. Centering pass off the stick of Curry. Ishu's going to chase him down, and Muth for the Knights sends it in. Back to full strength here. A.J. Brandhard in the forecheck, beats his man, cuts inside, and gets his own rebound, shot wide of the net. 5-on-5 here. 3:19 to go, and Knights come down from right to left. Shot blocked by Rayhorn. Fitzgerald kicks it back to Rayhorn, and they go D to D to Schwab. Link Schwab off the stick of Curry. It's going to roll down into the Knights' end, and Sun Devils will get a fresh group out here. It's Glimsher, Marbin, and Schaefer. Glimsher gets the turnover, cuts through. Now it's flipped back out to center. Rayhorn, D to D. Schwab up to Glimsher. He sends it in all the way around Taylor, and now into the corner. Schaefer's first. Marbin, Schaefer, up top to Rayhorn. Rayhorn eludes one player. He's got some space. Quick right to left move, and he snaps it in over the glove of Taylor. 4-0 is now the score. Sun Devils having their way here. 18-3 of the shots. So these games, Coach Coyne is always worried about the letdown after a first period like this. That's been the message to the boys in the locker room. Line change Let's see, Marvin's going to stay out at left. Schaefer, it's that same group. It's Schaefer at center, Glimsher near side, and now Stroud back on defense, sends it up to Marvin. Marvin trying to pull it around 1D, stays with it. Had Glimsher on the back door, couldn't connect. Knights just sent it up the wall. It's sent all the way back in by Stroud. Glimsher first into the corner. Out of the corner now, he tries to tuck it in, center it out in front, it's loose, it's rebound, and Marvin trying to jam it home. It's covered up by Taylor. Face off, won by the Sun Devils. Weekly, down low to Neubauer, and now picked up by O'Hearn. O'Hearn bounced past Weekly, through traffic, shot, deflected up into the rafters. Face-off went off. Face-off should be inside. It went off a Knights player. 1:50 to go. 20-3 are the shots. 4-0. O'Hearn steps in at the dot, wins it back to Weekly. Weekly left to right. Stroud loses his footing, but able to keep it in. Neubauer is going to chase it down in the corner. It's backhanded up. Glove down by Curry. He backhands it down to Neubauer, up top to Weekly. Traffic in front, tipped a couple times, and Taylor with the pad save and then able to cover it up. Another face-off inside the Knights' end. Same group. Neubauer playing left wing. He's normally a center, but he's on the left with Curry on the right and O'Hearn in the middle. O'Hearn gets down there first, sends it up the wall, kept in by Stroud. Off the chest of O'Hearn. He's got some space. Shot off the shoulder of Taylor in the back glass. Picked up by Neubauer. Neubauer through the middle, had Curry on the back door, just misconnected. Curry loses his footing, and now it's sent up to center. Weekly's going to be able to handle this one. Spins out of some trouble. Nice pass, cross ice pass all the way up, too far for O'Hearn. Taylor out of his net, sends it up and out. Weekly regroups over to Stroud. Stroud one hands it forward, goes for the change. Exiting pass picked off by Neubauer. Now it comes back out to Gill. Gill retreats, leaves it for Neubauer. Neubauer spins up the left side, chips it in. He goes for a change. O'Hearn, Curry is as well. All three forwards change out. It's AHU, Brandt, and Fitzgerald. Weinkammer keeps it in, sent back in deep. 28 seconds to go. Ice is tilted to the right. Weinkammer, quick shot off the glove. AHU behind the net has it on the wall. Gets some help from Fitzgerald. Pushes it to the far side. Brandt gets there first. Sun Devils winning all the 50-50 pucks. AJ Brandt through the middle, looking for the shot on net. Neubauer gets hit from behind. No call, and Taylor covers it up. 3.8 to go. Face off again inside the Knights' end. Ice is really shiny on the left and snowed up on the right. Not much activity to our left. Brandt gets thrown out of the face-off dot. Fitzgerald will step in. Ishu's got the puck shot in and over the head of Taylor. Now near side, Weinkammer, almost a chance there right at the buzzer. 4-0 after one. My spread is 15. 24-3 out of the shots. you. I'm sending in orders. Everybody switches ends, and Chelsea heads back to the right. Going to have Neubauer at center, Schaefer left, and Peck on the right. Neubauer kicks it back to Weinkammer. Gill up to Schaefer, and taken away by the Knights. Now regrouped by Weinkammer. Nice centering pass off the skate of Schaefer. Corbin able to get it back to Weinkammer, and Gill sends it in off the chest of Taylor. Gill sends it in, blocked, and throws a man down. It's going to be no icing. Waved off. Looks like we had a goaltender change, I just heard on the PA. DeBosny sounds like replaced Taylor. If that's the case, 4 goals on 25 shots for Taylor as he exits the game for DeBosny. Gill looking to exit pass and was turned over, and an opportunity there for the Knights. Saved by Chesley. Glimsher, Curry, and O'Hearn. This is Glimsher. He's going to try to split down the middle. He loses it through some traffic. Now it comes back out to center. Curry back on defense, reverses, and tries to push it forward, gets it out. Now it's in his feet. Glimsher picks it up. Weinkammer leaves it for O'Hearn. He backhand flips it over to Gill, sends it in off the stick of Curry, and Glimsher comes in hard. Able to get there first. He gets sandwiched after that. Curry in the corner. O'Hearn shot on the ice. Rebound in front. And Glimsher making some noise in front. Going to pick up one here, I think, after the whistle. We'll see what the refs call. Maybe they'll match it up. Glimsher came in a little late and a little high. So it looks like Glimsher is going to take a Knight with him, which is good. So we should be 5-on-5. Possibly 4-on-4. We'll see what they call here. 4 white and 4 black on the ice. We'll see. Going to get a line change by both teams. Looks like it's going to go 5-on-5. Face-off will be to the left of DeBosny. And the 5-on-5 unit, 5 men out for the Sun Devils, is Fitzgerald in the corner, now to AHU, and he's got Brandt in the middle, Stroud and Rayhorn up front, and a quick shot. I believe it was quick. It's either AJ, Brandt, or Lucas on the quick shot under the bar, beat DeBosny. Sun Devils have forgiven the handshake line and line right back up at center ice. 5-0 is the score now. In the 27th goal of the game. AJ Brandt on the PA picks up the goal. Assisted number 97, AHU. And Fitzgerald picks up the assist. Fitzgerald piling up the points here in the last day and a half. I'm going to say he's about 8 or 9 points now. He had 4 assists one game. He had a hat trick yesterday and maybe picked up another one last night, and he's got another assist or goal here as well. In the corner, it's Stroud. It's Brandt off the skate of AHU. It's going to go down for an icing call as AHU is on the right side of the red line. Face-off will come down to a quiet Sun Devil zone and to the right of Chesley. 12:26 to go. 5-0 is the score. Knights only able to get 4 shots off so far. And Sun Devils with 28 shots and 5 goals. That's center. It's Neubauer. Into the corner, Weekly. Peck and Marbin up on the wings. Chesley pushes it out of his crease, and now Peck up to Marbin. Marbin comes up with some speed down the right side, beats one. He's got Neubauer to the net. He cuts inside. Shot off the shoulder of DeBosny. Now it comes back out through center. shot in left of Chesley, picked up by Schwab. Schwab up to Marvin, touch pass to Neubauer. Neubauer with some speed, 2-on-2, Peck coming down the middle. Slick Peck on the back door, he leaves it for Marvin. Marvin shot in on net, rebound, and covered up. And some heavy activity after the whistle as one of the Knights players went right after Marvin. He'll head to the box. All Marvin did was get the rebound there and was able to take a hit or two, but that will result in a power play. So the line change comes out. It looks like the power play unit's going to be O'Hearn in the middle, Stroud back up at forward on the left, Neubauer on the wing on the right, up top Gill and Weekly on the far side. It's going to be a 5-on-4. Face-off won by the Sun Devils. Weekly pedals forward toward the middle. Gill, shot, deflected into the corner. Neubauer picks it up, sends it up top. Weekly, Gill, shot behind the net. Neubauer again tries to push it up. Weekly trying to keep it in. He does. Neubauer bounce pass down low to Max Stroud. He's hit from behind, stays with it. He's going to backhand it up. He switches with Gill. Gill shot. Glove saved by DeBosny. Second power play unit jumps out. It's going to be the 09 group of Curry, Brandt, and Ishu. Let's see if Ishu's going to take the defensive spot. Weinkammer, the 2010 on the right side, and Fitzgerald in the middle. Off the face-off, Ishu. Weinkammer down low to Fitzgerald, back up top. They play catch, middle pass shot, and A.J. Brandt, one-timer off the inside post, will pick up the 6th goal of the game. Good movement there by the Sun Devils. Won the face-off, moved it low to high, and hit A.J. Brandt with a bumper play in the middle. O'Hearn's going to jump out at center now. It's Curry on the right and Schaefer on the left. On defense, Weekly, Schwab. Curry picks up the assist on the goal by Brandt. Schaefer's going to chase it down the corner. It's sent up the wall, just too far for Schwab. That should be an icing if it gets there. It does, and we'll come back down to our left. 10:38 left in the second period. Sun Devils moving on in the tournament here with 6 goals so far. Not even halfway through the game. O'Hearn back at center, and Schaefer and Curry are his wings, Schwab and Weekly. O'Hearn wins it. Schaefer, Schwab down low. Tried to find Curry in the corner. Didn't make it. Now Knights come back the other way. They're overtaken at center. O'Hearn on the back check here. Circles behind Chesley with speed. He's going to come up the far side as he blows past a few Knights. He's got Schaefer in front. He holds up. Nice pull and tug on the puck. And Schaefer now behind the net to O'Hearn. Back to Schaefer. Schaefer sends it around. Curry's going to chase it down in the far corner. Tries to chip it along. He can't. Now it's sent out to center. And now an opportunity here. Schwab's going to come back for it. No problem. Able to chip it back up the wall. Now taken away by the Knights in the corner. Sent in off the back of the net behind Chesley. And now Curry on the forecheck now. My 6-year-old daughter just delivered me a beer. That's great. Schaefer shoved down just at the blue line. And now Curry with a hit at the blue line as well. And O'Hearn picks up the turnover and sends it in. Curry, Schaefer, and O'Hearn all head for the change. Now it's Rayhorn across to Peck. Peck pulls it inside. Nice move. Shot wide of the net. Max Stroud up top. Sends it in behind off the back wall. Rayhorn keeps it in, pinches down, and now it's sent up and out. And another face-off. I don't know if we've had a face-off in our zone yet. Halfway through this game, about 8:43 left in the second. You can pencil in tomorrow's championship game. At this point, I think we're automatic with the 3-0 record coming in. That game is scheduled tomorrow for everybody listening. Get a time here. I've mentioned it before. It looks like it's 1:55 again, same time tomorrow. On NFL Sunday, we'll be here. Probably against the Golden State Eagle team, the second team we played, or the first team we played yesterday. They were the better of the two. Stroud shot in through traffic off of a skate, kicked wide by DeBosny. Marvin. Full-on power play mode, 24/7 here for the Sun Devils. 8:05 and rolling here in the second. We should have running time, I believe, for the rest of the game as long as there's at least a 5-goal advantage. Stroud pinches down, keeps it in. Marvin helps out. Stroud playing the wing here. Now he circles back in as defenseman as Neubauer switches out. Stroud's going to race back for it. It's a 1-on-3. And Knight's able to just chip it off into the corner. Rayhorn with some speed now. Holds up, reverses into his own feet. Marvin up the wall. And nice pass up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald all by himself trying to beat a few players as his line mates go for a change off the bench. It's Ishu and Brandt. So we've got Fitzgerald, Ishu, and Brandt now turned over. Ishu, try to get a stick on it. Stays with it. It's loose, chips it out. Now Brandt got to wait for Fitzgerald to exit the zone. He was back to Weinkammer. Nice pass up to Fitz. Cross ice to Ishu off of his skate. And then he got the shot off. Blocker saved by DeBosny. Brandt cycles to Fitzgerald. Picked up by Ishu. Ishu down cycle again to Fitzgerald. Shovels it over to Brandt. Shot by Ishu over the head of DeBosny. Now picked up by Fitzgerald. Another shot in. Covered up by DeBosny. 38-5 for the shots. 6:34 to go in the second period. Sun Devils with the 6-0 lead. Ice tilted now to our left. Brandt at center. Ishu left, and Fitzgerald at right wing. Ishu's going to go for it in the corner, able to beat his man. Centering pass to Brandt off of his skate, and Knight sent it back the other way. And there was a puck sent around the far wall. We've seen that in the past. The Zamboni door kicks the puck back out towards the center of the ice. Now it's a 2-on-1. Brandt down the right side, Ishu in the middle. Centering pass, Ishu got a stick on it, couldn't pull the trigger. Now it's sent up the side, kept in by Weinkammer, shot in, didn't make it, taken away by the Knights. Now poke check back in, Ishu with the shot, deflected up into the netting. Curry, O'Hearn, and Schaefer. Schwab and Weekly. O'Hearn lines up, steps in, and loses it. Now it comes up the wall to Curry, backhands it up to Weekly. Weekly, Schwab, tight space, shot in, block, Curry turnaround shot, and DeBosny covers it up. Face-off won by the Sun Devils. Rory Weekly, tons of space, shot in, high shot, glove down, rebound loose in front. Everybody taking a whack at it. O'Hearn, Curry trying to get a Shot in and a goal. Weekly again, shot wide of the net, comes all the way around. Schwab pinches down, keeps it in, sends it down low. Schaefer around the backside, and Curry. Schaefer is going to be there. Schaefer, now Curry. Curry's got O'Hearn in front if he can find him. Tries to beat a man. Now it's Schaefer. He pushes it up to Weekly. Weekly, another shot. Fans on that one. And now able to bat it down low. And Schwab, bouncing puck here. And Schwab able to stay with it. Shot in just wide of the net. Schaefer. Now O'Hearn. O'Hearn through the middle. Stays with it. Keeps it inside. Got some space. Finds, looking for Curry on the back door. Couldn't connect. Now it's Schwab. Across to Weekly. Weekly sends it down into the corner. Takes a bump. O'Hearn. Long shift here for these boys. Schaefer, now Curry. Schaefer goes for the change. Curry all by himself in the corner. And the Knights now skate through the middle. Shot in on net. They'll get credit for that. Weekly now behind Chesley. All the way up to Marbin. Marbin, Peck, Neubauer. Marbin in. Leaves it for... Went for the toe drag and ended up leaving it for Peck. Peck couldn't get a shot off. Now it's sent back the other way and be an icing call here. 3:54 to go in the second. No running time yet. Might be a third period rule. Neubauer is going to take center. Rayhorn and Stroud up top. Left is Marbin. Right wing Slickpeck. Marbin into the corner. Up top to Stroud. Stroud able to dance through a few players. Shot in. And DeBosny with the save. Neubauer again on the face-off. Wins it back to Stroud. Stroud through the legs. Again, right into the chest of DeBosny. Said yesterday, Sun Devil defensemen getting an enormous amount of shots on net here. A lot of blocks yesterday against the Golden State Eagle teams, but shots getting through today. 44 shots now for the Sun Devils. Neubauer's going to line up for a third time here. Wins it back again. Stroud looking for a setup play. Peck sent it out in front. Neubauer backhanded in just wide. Stroud pinches down. He's got more space. Backdoor. And shot was deflected, bounces in front, it's loose, picked up by Peck. Peck up top to Neubauer. Neubauer steps in as defenseman. Backhands it to Stroud. Shot in, again covered up by DeBosny. I'll bring up a line change. We get the Brandt, AHU, Fitzgerald group. Stroud and Rayhorn will stay out on defense. Stroud again with the shot, down low, set up play, AHU middle. Almost got the shot off. It was tugged in from behind. AHU far side wall. Up top. Rayhorn faked out one player. Backdoor. Oh, and Fitzgerald was looking to find AHU on the back. Just wasn't quite ready. Rayhorn down low with Fitzgerald. Behind the net. Centering pass to Brandt. Brandt on the far corner. AHU shot. Rebound. Save. And now Brandt picks up the loose puck. Through center, shot in, and off a post, rebound, and AHU should get that one as Brandt had the shot off the far post. It came back out in front, and AHU able to tap it in. We're at 7-0. 2:32 left in the second period. That line's going to stay out. The defense swap out. Weinkammer and Gill on defense. Brandt, AHU, and Fitzgerald. Off the face-off, right to left, Brandt, round one player, backdoor pass, and what a save. Fitzgerald was right there in the paint. Or is it a goal? No, it's a save. That we've seen that play Brandt to Fitzgerald a few times in the last couple days that have resulted in a couple goals, but this time the Bosny was there for it. O'Hearn will step in, Curry right side, Schaefer left. Gill, shot just wide of the net. Curry into the corner on his backhand. O'Hearn down low into the corner. Schaefer. O'Hearn on the wall. Comes out in front. Rebound loose in front. Schaefer couldn't get it off. Now it's Weinkammer pinches down. O'Hearn chases in behind the net. Schaefer sends it up, and Knights are able to get it to center, but Grayson backhands it in. Schaefer still offside. Now Curry's offside. Delay is now cleared, and now Knights sent a pass up. Comes to Gill on the far side. He quickly transitions and throws it in. First in the forecheck now is O'Hearn. Schaefer, O'Hearn. Bouncing puck comes up, and Knights are able to get it here at center. They try to make a play. It's intercepted. Gill, bounce pass, Schaefer. Now it's O'Hearn. O'Hearn, Weinkammer joins the rush. Schaefer, shot, blocked, wide of the net. Weinkammer, look at the centering pass. Curry was right out in front. Now it's pushed up. Gill and O'Hearn. Gill sends it down low. Schaefer. Curry trying to keep it in. And now it's sent back in by Adamson for the Knights. Gill sends it up the wall. It comes all the way up to Marvin. A streaking Marvin off the bench. Nice. Tried to pull it inside. Just stick checked. Had a good opportunity there. Now it's Weekly across to Gill. And he pushes it forward. Back out to center. Weekly again. Up to Peck. Over the line. Shot in. Pad save. Rebound. Neubauer shot. And it went into the glove. And more number 3 for the Knights is fairly aggressive after these whistles, but he picked up the penalty earlier. Shot went in on DeBosny. He didn't know where it was. It fell into his glove. Refs will just leave it as is. We'll have a face-off here to our left. 11.6 to go. 7-0 is the score. Shots are 50-6. Neubauer loses the face-off to the Knights. They just chuck it out all the way down. Chesley's going to play it to keep everything going. 3 seconds now. So after 2 periods of play, shots are 50-6 in favor of the Sun Devils. 7-0 on the score board. And we'll have a quick change here. And we'll be back for third period. Back here for the third. Neubauer at center, Peck right. And Marvin on the left. On defense, it's Rayhorn and Stroud. Little fun on the team chat. Goaltender, goalie director Bronson Moore enjoyed my 15-point spread here. I moved it to 11. I told him if he wants to take the bet, he can. 7-0, Glimcher. No, that's Marvin. Shot on that. Now Rayhorn. Rayhorn steps in. Plenty of real estate. Shot misses on the attempt into the corner. D to D behind the net. Loose puck now. It's Neubauer. Shovels it up to Stroud. Rayhorn. Back to Stroud. Shot in, tipped, and wide to Bosny. Kept in again by the Sun Devils on the wall. It's Neubauer and Peck fighting for it. Bouncing puck up top. Rayhorn shot through a lot of traffic. Didn't make it into the corner. Neubauer keeps it in. Peck backhands it in, and Marvin comes across. Now it's sent up hard all the way down. Icing call as puck bounces in behind Chesley. Now we got a rolling clock, 13:32 and counting. 7-0 is the score. 51-6 are the shots. Brand at center. Fitzgerald right. And on the far side, it looks like it's Issue. Wine camera back for it. D to D with Gill off of his stick. Now it's exit pass all the way across from Brandt to Issue. Issue's got Fitzgerald down the middle. Issue beats one man, cuts in front, backhands it off of a heel and into the corner. Didn't make it. Brandt picks up the errant pass, cuts through center, throws it back in off a skate of Issue, and now Issue has it, sends it out in front. Fitzgerald just inches away here from putting the 8th goal in. Now a centering pass. Issue shot and covered up by DeBosny. That line change will bring out Curry on the right, O'Hearn in the middle, and Schaefer on the left. Haven't seen Glimcher since his penalty. O'Hearn's wrapped up in the corner, able to escape it. He's got Curry in front. He's going to take it, spin out of the far corner. Centering pass, looking for Schaefer. Now it's sent up, and a bouncing puck picked up by Weinkammer. Weinkammer pulls it in left to right off of his skate and toe drag and throws it in on the Bosny, covers it up. 11:48 to go. Forward group will stay out. Schaefer left. O'Hearn take the face-off. Curry on the right. Weekly and Schwab on defense. Centering pass comes all the way up top to Schwab. Sends it in and covered up. Chase telling him to throw it in a little bit lower. Another change here. We'll switch out the forwards. Neubauer at center, Glimcher back out on right, and Marvin left. Schwab down to Marvin, loose out in front. Now the Knights able to bring it out into the neutral zone over the red line, and Glimcher heavy hit. Now turned over to Schwab. Schwab up the wall, a little too far from Marvin. Neubauer breaks it up at center. Now Glimcher. Glimcher circles back on his forehand down the left side with some speed. Tries to pull it inside. Gets into the corner now. Getting some help from Neubauer. He looked to center it out front to Marvin. Couldn't connect. Now it's turned over to Weekly. Glimcher. Puck comes through center. And Marvin with a nice hit through the middle. Turnover. Now it's Schwab down the left side. Schwab behind the net. 10 minutes to go here. Loose puck in front. Issue, top left corner. Snipe and a goal. 8-0. Now on the 57th shot of the game. Line up here with a rolling clock. Brand at center. Fitzgerald near side. Ishu left. And then now Rayhorn with it. Shovels it to Brandt. Touch pass to Ishu. Back to Brandt. Back to Ishu. Shot in. Almost had another goal there just a few seconds from his last. Face off will be to the right of the Bosny. Ishu from Brandt. Sun Devils on the verge of 60 shots, 6-0. Puck sent all the way down. Chesley play it so we don't have a whistle. And just trickles over the red line. Comes back all the way from left to right. Same group. Nope. Coach Coyne sends out Schaefer, Curry, and O'Hearn in exchange for Fitzgerald, Brandt, and Ishu. O'Hearn at center, far side, corner. Wins it. Back to Stroud, down low to Schaefer. Back up top, Stroud. Throws it through the middle. Now it's Rayhorn up to Curry. Off of his stick. Bouncing puck, Schaefer. Schaefer through some traffic. It's picked up by O'Hearn. Tucks it in. He's hit from a couple areas. Now Curry, quick shot over the head of DeBosny. Curry into the far corner. Sent up the wall through the stick of Stroud. It was tipped. No icing. It dies anyways. Stroud. Rayhorn up to O'Hearn. The Knights with an attempt to get it out of the zone. They get it to center. Now O'Hearn. O'Hearn's going to pick up some speed down the right side. Throws it in. Pad save by DeBosny. Kicked out right side. Back out to Stroud. To Grayson Weinkammer. He sends it in. Played by DeBosny and left for the Knights defenseman. Centering pass. Now Weinkammer picks it off. Moves down the right side. Gill picks that one off. Sends it down low. Marbin stick checks the defenseman. Comes out with it. Tries to pull it inside. Couldn't. And the Knights come back the other way. They lose it through center. Back check by Marbin. He's going to get called here for an interference. As he shoved down his player Godin. Marbin to the box. Face off to our left. And Sun Devils have achieved the 60 shot mark with 6:32 to go here in the third. Brand at center on the PK. He'll be killing this with Ishu. Weinkammer and Gill on the fence. Weinkammer sends it along the far corner. Chip through center and shot in. Weak shot on Chesley, able to just push it aside. Now up the wall to Brandt. A little too far. Comes back out to center. Weinkammer sends it hard all the way down. Brandt's going to race down and get there first. It's going to be icing. Shouldn't be. The ref made the mistake. He said it's on him, so we should have a face-off at center. The rule change this year is that you can ice it on the penalty kill. Back at center, Fitzgerald. Weinkammer steps in on the right side as the defenseman, Schaefer and Gill. Knights over the blue line, shot in on Chesley. Knights fans just looking for a shot at this point would be a good thing for them. Bouncing puck through the center. It came off the wall indirectly. Loose in front. Chesley's there. Now it comes up near side. Gill behind the net now. Sends it up and out. And that one is on net. DeBosny plays it. Leaves it for Schaefer. Fitzgerald by the Zamboni door. Sends it down low. 20 seconds left on the penalty to Marvin. 4:38 to go in the third. Chesley stops it behind his own net. Schwab back there for it, taken away by Weekly. Weekly a little too far for Curry, but it does come back to his stick, and he's taken away by the Knights. Now it's 5-on-5 as Sun Devils get back their player, and we'll have a face-off to our right. Five-on-5 face-off to the right of DeBosny. It's O'Hearn steps in on it. Knights win it in the corner. They push it up the wall, taken away by O'Hearn. Fans on the shot. Now kept in and now out. Weekly back for it. Puts it to center, and that's offsides. Knights unable to clear the zone. We're under 3:30 to go here. 8-0. I have to lower my spread to 9.5. Schwab up to Glimsher. Streaks down the left side, able to get through. And now looking out in front. Comes all the way up top to Weekly. Weekly try to get a shot off. He gets a second chance. Sends it back in behind to Bosny. Glimsher circles behind the net. He's got some space there. Gets stick check. Waiting for some help. Curry comes in. Curry pushes it up the wall. O'Hearn. Now Knight's able to just send it out. Back to Weekly. Weekly, Glimsher, Curry. Curry over the line. Leaves it for O'Hearn. O'Hearn through the center. Toe drag. Inside out. Into the corner. O'Hearn. Puck kept in by Schwab. Glove down by O'Hearn. O'Hearn trying to fight it off in the corner. Sent up again and now out by the Knights. 2:12 to go. Schwab back for it. O'Hearn to the rescue, sends it near side. Kept in by the Knights. Now O'Hearn's going to take it through center. He's got Glimsher with him. Puck's turned over, a couple bodies down. Glimsher's fighting for it. And off the bench comes Peck. Rayhorn gets tied up, able to shovel it over to Stroud. Quickly up to Peck. Slick Peck up to Glimsher. Shot deflected into the corner, and Glimsher took a heavy hit to the face, and the Knights player is gonna go to the box. So a late power play for the Sun Devils. And we're at 1:05 left to go, and refs are discussing who's going to the box and for how much time. The loudmouth for the Knights is left, Jennifer said.
Yes.
Neubauer, Peck, and far side is Marvin on the power play. Up top over the stick of Stroud. He's going to backhand it to Rayhorn. Peck, nice touch pass through the middle. Neubauer. Neubauer down to Marvin. He sends it all around the back wall. Peck. Rayhorn up top. Stroud shot. Oh, he goes for the pass in the back door to Neubauer off of his stick. He collects it in the corner up top. Sends it in front. Peck shot. Just missed the left corner. Stroud pinches in. Keeps it alive. Marvin. Rayhorn. Shot deflected up and into the netting. And that'll do it. Final score, game 4. 8-0. Shot total 60-8. Sun Devils will be back here tomorrow in the championship game. 1:55 local time Pacific. Chesley with the win. Final score 8-0. We'll see you tomorrow in the championship game.